Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so now what are we going to do, guys? Like I told before, is that we are going to find the answer about what is science, and who wants to start giving the answers? What is science?
Yo, mister. Me, mister.
Okay, go ahead and give the answer. The first answer about what is science.
Um, it's a way of discovering things in universe, how works today, how they work, and how they will work.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, basically, that's the same answer that we got here. Like, discover what is the universe and how those things works today, how they work in the past, and how they are like to work in the future. So you got a really good answer, Jedi. Very good. Who have a different answer, guys? Someone wants to give the answer?
You, Mister.
Okay.
Science. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go. Who's going to talk? Stephanie or another person?
Yo, Mister.
Okay, after okay.
Science is a system of knowledge that studies and investigates definitions and everything about living and non-living.
Wow, very good answer, Astrid. I really appreciate that answer. You got it right. Perfect, very good. And Stephanie, you want to give your answer about what is science?
Science is everything you know and much more about it that try to discover.
Perfect. Very good. Really good answer. But basically, in science, we try to discover a lot of things. And when you're asking questions like how does this work or how this is made or something like that, it's because you're trying to be curious and you're trying to do science as well because you're trying to do something. For example, guys, have you ever make a or have you ever been in a science fair before or a project about science before?
See,
Yes?
yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Let me tell you something, guys. I remember that volcano that I made in sixth grade. I created a volcano and it was amazing. It was very big, and that volcano starts throwing like the lava outside. Wow, was incredible. It was not lava, it was like water. I mean, it was um different kind of chemics that I don't remember in specifically right now, but it was a different kind of chemics that it was very amazing. So, who wants to give the second answer? How does a person starts doing
Yo,
science?
Mister.
Okay,
Yo,
go ahead.
Mister.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They start science by being curious and wanting to know more about certain things.
Perfect. Very good answer, Maria Jose. Yes, in this case, when they're trying to be curious and try to find an answer, they're trying to do science. For example, guys, I remember one day that I was so curious that I want to know how does a ant live on the land, on the sand. Como vive una hormiga on the sand. So what I do is that I get a I don't know what I get. It was something. Era como un palito. I don't remember what it was. I think that it was a okay. I don't remember what I get, but I was like touching the place where the ant lives. I was touching the place where the ants live, and do you know what happened? The ants start coming over me and start biting me, and start biting me. Like my feet, and I say, "Mama, mama, mama," and it was something incredible. Big. Just imagine a lot of ants biting you. But I
Sí,
was
mister, un primito, mister, mató una hormiga, mister, y se puso a llorar.
well, basically that ants bite me. I mean, y yo empecé a llorar. So it was something different. It was all the opposite. Okay, guys, who wants to give the second answer one more time, or different answer basically? How does a person start doing science? Someone?
Yo tengo la primera.
Okay, go ahead and give the first answer, Johanny. In English. Remember that in English.
Unless on observation.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen correctly. Can you please repeat it?
Is a college observation.
Yes, basically it's about observation. Basically, guys, it is a process. Let me tell you guys that for do science, there's a lot of process. Like for example, first observation, hypothesis, start working on it, like try on it, and after that, ideas or how are you going to complete it. etc. There is a lot of process in the way that you can be able like to make science. So yes, one of it is observation. Very good, Johanny. Excellent answer. So guys, do you have another answer about what is science or how does the person starts doing science? Natalie
Me,
Bonilla.
mister.
Ah, okay, okay.
I'm
Go ahead.
going to say the first one.
Sure, go ahead.
It's the study of environment, universe, mechanics, or chemics.
Very good, Darme Castro. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Excellent answer. I want to hear a new person. Me gustaría escuchar a alguna persona en las nuevas. So, who wants to give the answer? Someone new? No? Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask the person. I'm going to ask one person. Let me see here. Let me see here who I can get. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to get Javier Urbina. Javier, are you there, Javier? Okay, I'm asking you because you don't have a camera. And remember that you have to use a camera. Yes, Kritza, you can participate. There's no problem to not participate. Sure, go ahead, Javier. Very good. Well, basically, science is in all the universe. Well, in this case, if you're talking about the universe and the world, basically, you can be like to say the same thing. However, let me tell you that science is in everywhere. Science is in all places, and that's the first topic that we're going to have in our class about science. Today is a review, right? Asking what is the science and all that. So, Kritza, let me see who here it was. Text me. Let me see. Just let me see the chat. Yes, Kritza, go ahead and give your answer, Kritza. If you want to give the first answer or the second answer about how does the person starts doing science.
The second,
Okay, go ahead.
okay. Investigation. All your jobs science as the answers to your question.
That's right. In this case, find the answers of your question with your own words, basically, or with your own investigation. Very good, Kritza. Well, basically, guys, you can be able like, to have any question of you can be able like, to have. And remember that the most important thing, guys, that you may do is to find the answer of that question. So like that you are making science, guys. So before we are leaving, guy, or before we leave to the next class or to the break that we have, I don't know if you have any question or you want to make a comment about science or you want to give an explanation or something. Explanation. Sorry. So I don't know.
Me, mister.
Go ahead, Daphne.
Just by the fact of when we jump, is it science because of gravity?
Yes, in this case, that is something about science because you're making force or you're doing an effort with your body. So yes, in this case, remember that hay una ley que toda la acción tiene una reacción y también la acción de la gravedad. There's a lot of things that you're doing there. For example, when you're jumping, there's gravity that is pushing down, but in this case, your force is pushing up. So you're doing like the opposite of the gravity. You're doing science. There's a lot of things that you may be like to think in that place because remember that the gravity it is something that is already with us, but we're not taking care about your su peso, de cuánto peso usted, and how long it's going to take you y cuánto va a tomar usted en volver a tocar suelo. So that's interesting. If you jump, how much, cuánto tiempo va a tomarle usted volver a tocar el tiempo, el suelo. So that's incredible because you're making questions, a lot of questions that you can be able like, to solve a lot of questions of that by investigation, by doing your question and finding the answers. So that's incredible, guys. I don't know if you have any question, guys. Another question before we leave. We got 1 more minute. No? Someone? Juan Jose? Natalie Perdomo says here, the science is responsible for discover many things on the universe. Yes, that's right. Remember that the science, it is the scientists and must obviously it are the persons that they're very curious and try to find a lot of things. So let me ask you something, guys. Do you know how they find the answer for coronavirus? Do you know how they find the answer for that? ¿Saben ustedes cómo encontraron la respuesta del coronavirus? By trying,
Y
by investigation.
haciendo
Mhm.
una inyección con los eh, mismos químicos
Patógenos
que tiene el gel antibacterial.
with
Mister,
the same
pero el
pathogens. Sí.
coronavirus ya existía, sino que ellos estudiaron más la condición y estudiaron los síntomas y cómo reaccionaba el cuerpo y las personas a diferencia del coronavirus de antes.
That's right. That's the answer that I want. That they investigate or they
Entonces,
study how they works because they investigate. They ask the question and find the answer by the investigation that they made.
usted
Yes.
vio de que ya sacaron una vacuna la cual curó a 29 de cada 30 personas.
Yes, I know that. I hope it will be good for all of us. Okay, guys. So that would be all for today. Thank you very much for being in the class, and I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your meals if you're going to have breakfast right now. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care. Okay.
Bye, Mister.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Mister.